If my voice sounds a little bit off in this video, it's because I have strep throat right now, so I apologize for that, but this is something I really needed to talk about. There's a band that has been getting quite a bit of publicity recently, and I know there's some new material coming out that has been covered by some reaction channels that have really been acting excited over it, and that would be regarding the band A Scent Like Wolves. No matter what art form you frequent, you're always going to see things that take influence from other things that brought them up or that they really enjoy to create their own style, to create their own sound or art, whatever it may be. But oftentimes you will usually be able to see their own creative influence go into their sound, so it's not just a blatant copy. Since I started this channel back in 2017, I have talked about how my favorite band is ERRA. I own their entire discography on physical copy, and I would consider myself pretty much well versed in their discography from front to back, their nuances, their sounds, their styles, the differences, the albums. I pride myself on really enjoying that band and deep diving into them. And the reason I got attracted to A Scent Like Wolves is I started seeing people say that these guys were for fans of ERRA, that they were a lot like ERRA, that they scratched a certain itch. There's a difference between scratching a certain itch and literally sounding like the exact thing you are pulling from. And I can honestly say with a fair amount of objectivity that A Scent Like Wolves just sound like ERRA. Specifically, I would say in the canon of ERRA, when they released Drift, around that period is what I would try to say they sound the most like. Everything from the progressions to the arpeggios to the way they write their riffs to the way they progress their riffs, every bit of these djent-isms, the way the screamed vocals come across, the hyper-melodic clean choruses that are soaring, very high-pitched, and these vocals that are rushed and labored and extremely JTKV in the way they come across, and the choruses sounding extremely Jesse Cash in the way they come across. Even the production with all of the reverb and the way that they slather these guitar riffs and the djent riffs, it even sounds like how ERRA's records are produced. I'm not sure if the same person that produces ERRA also produces this band in terms of like the mixing department, I'm not sure. But if not, they did quite a good job of pretty much ripping the entire formula. And I don't want what I'm saying right now to come across as like passive aggressive or upset or angry. I'm not necessarily like frustrated or anything. I just kind of wanted to talk about this because I love ERRA. They're my favorite band, and like I said, I am very well acclimated with the nuances and the way that they write their material. And even past that, I adore djent. Like, I'm wearing a Born of Osiris hat and hoodie right now. So people that might say that like djent is pretty homogenous, no, it's not, because if you listen to a band like Veil of Maya and then Periphery and then Architects and then ERRA and then Born of Osiris and then Spirit Box and then, you know, all these different bands, you're gonna see a lot of different things. This doesn't sound like they're taking influence from like maybe an Invent Animate and a Vilsharta and an ERRA. This literally sounds like every bit of the influence from ERRA, just pretty much done in a less clean way, in a less ingenious way, because when it comes to the djent scene, you don't hear a lot of bands that sound like ERRA, and they do scratch a particular itch. And considering that ERRA has been releasing new material, I'm not really sure why people are saying this is going to scratch the itch for ERRA when ERRA hasn't gone anywhere. The draw to bands that are torchbearers for past genres or past bands and sound a lot like them is usually that band or genre or a movement will be gone. ERRA is not only still alive and well, but recently released a new single and are probably releasing a new album soon. So this band that is literally just taking ERRA's style and repurposing it, I don't really get the entire point, considering ERRA switching to UNFD Records and releasing the new album and releasing this new single are bigger than they pretty much have ever been. It's just weird in my opinion, and anyone who does know a lot about ERRA's style or even listens to a couple ERRA songs will immediately listen to this and be like, holy shit, this literally just sounds like a repackaged ERRA song. So much so that I feel like if you put ERRA on this song Force Field that I'm gonna link to and you let them play it, it would just sound like it was meant to be an ERRA song. They really wouldn't have to change much in terms of their tuning, in terms of their production, in terms of their vocals. They wouldn't have to do any weird like acrobatics to make it happen. Pin a song in the comment section below so you can check it out for yourself. Maybe you guys completely disagree with me, and that's perfectly fine if you enjoy this band, have nothing against them, just wanted to talk about this. What are your opinions on this? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Be sure to let me know down below. I can't wait to hear it. Be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to join the review family today, and smash that notification bell to be notified of my future uploads. You know who it is, my name is Jay Morris, and I'm signing off saying farewell.